granted, that just means I'm playing like a normal person instead of actually, being awesome at this game.
Right. Just a normal person.
Yeah, the average person. I'm not playing like a fan would play.
Sorry, do all true fans have to be excellent at their games?
Yes. If you play enough of a game, you're gonna get good at it.
Right.
If you don't, well, then get another game. It's not for you.
That's harsh.
No, if you continuously play a game and you can't get good at it, the game's not for you.
Well then. I mean, I'm not the best at Mario games. Does that mean I'm not a Mario fan?
How much do you play and how sucky are you?
I can be pretty sucky at times.
Is that your own fault? Or is it just because you're not skilled enough?
Of course it's my own fault. Don't they fall in the same two categories?
No. You can be skilled and just say fuck it and play horribly.
I really don't think it changes your reason as a fan. It might change the reason how a devoted fan, but that's about it.
I'm gonna say it one last time. If you play a game a lot and you can't get good at it, the game is not for you. If you're playing a strategy game and for the life of you, you can't beat your opponent, then the game just might not be for you.
So does that mean since I can't beat XCOM, Enemy Unknown, or Within on impossible difficulty, does that mean that I'm not a fan of the series?
No, that means you're fucking stupid for trying to play something so hard.
Oh, it's possible to beat.
Not being able to play a game would be to be going on easy and still completely failing. But remember, I said when you play it a lot, when you've played it a lot. So I'm not talking about like you've played it an hour and you still suck at it. I'm talking about you probably played it 25 hours, 30 hours, and you still absolutely suck at the game.
Well, since you
If
said
you can't
Go
If
on.
you can't get good at a game, then why are you playing the game? If you're... I can't really explain this without me sounding like a complete douchebag, but I believe I'm still right.
Well, I still believe you're wrong, so ha!
Tell me why I'm wrong and use big words so that I can probably understand it.
Okay.
And I can explain myself.
So...
Because I'm having trouble doing that.
Alright, are you a fan of Mega Man 2?
Yes.
Alright. Can you play on difficult difficulty?
Now, this is where we're going to two different viewpoints. I'm seeing this as if you can't beat easy, while you're saying as if you can't beat hard.
Alright, okay,
Different
fine. I see where you're coming at then. Okay.
If you can't beat a game, and that just means if you can't beat hard, then you can still probably beat easy. You can still beat the game.
Well,
But if
can you still be considered, oh yeah, I'm a fan of this game, when you just, played a little bit of its gameplay?
you can say you enjoy it,
Oh darn. You can say you enjoy it. But you can't say, you can't declare that you're a fan of it.
I have a really hard time explaining anything. And you know that by now.
Yeah, I could tell.
Hey, remember how I told you about the entire over-talented thing? And how things just come easy?
Yes.
It makes it, you never really have to explain some things to yourself. You don't have to rationalize some things. It kind of leaves you, you know, lacking in the trying to explain stuff to other people category when you don't really have to explain things to yourself.
Right.
I have a really hard time explaining things to other people. Because I'm just... I don't know, I just have absolutely no ability to explain what
What you're thinking.
yeah.
Well, that just comes with communication. You know, speaking a lot to other people.
Oh yeah. I've only been doing that in the last 2 years.
Yeah, so you got a lot of catching up to do.
Oh hell yeah. Actually, what's your view on flamethrowers in video games?
View on flamethrowers?
Yeah.
Oftentimes, they're not that great. But, I mean, when they're done right, they can be fun.
The flamethrowers in the Ratchet and Clank series, except for the one on Size Matters, are generally always awesome. A lot of people don't like the Pyrocitor, but I tell them to fuck off because it's awesome.
The problem with flamethrowers is that they don't, most of the time, they don't stun enemies at all.
The Pyrocitor actually, well, it kind of does and it doesn't. The big thing about it is it really only is it's only as good as your wrench in damage, and only can really do a lot to the enemies around you. But you can move while using it, and you can move in circles while using it, which makes it far superior to any other weapon in this game, to killing swarms of those little enemies. If you get hit while attacking small enemies with the Pyrocitor, you can't use the weapon. You just spray and circle. Spray and circle, remember that.
Spray and circle. Gotcha.
Yeah, the exact same thing that you do with the lava gun, except that's, you know, infinitely more powerful.
Right.
And the probably one of the best examples of flamethrowers in video games is the fact that, what was it? The one from Tools of Destruction is the only weapon people actually use in speedruns. It's long range, and that thing's powerful. Really powerful.
Interesting.
Thing is, I don't see it.
Did you say long range?
Oh yeah, it actually has pretty long range.
Those two terms, flamethrower and long range, don't usually come hand in hand.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Oftentimes, flamethrowers are short-ranged weapons.
Yeah, and people generally don't like that.
I mean, I like short-range weapons, but oftentimes they reach for a shotgun first, rather than a flamethrower.
The thing about the flamethrower on that one is it doesn't actually stun any enemies. It'll destroy them quickly, but while that happens, they're really not moving. Or I don't notice that they're do the flinching animations at all.
Gotcha.
Which is probably the reason why I don't use it. But again, that's the game that gave us Slinkies of Doom, Slinkies of Death. Oh, I love the Slinkies of Death.
Huh.
One of the most powerful weapons in the game is a bunch of Slinkies.
That's just ridiculous.
You have to see it, it's so powerful. You can only hold like 3 of them too. You throw one out and then just a bunch of slinkies appear. Red slinkies. And they're just so useful. I do hate the entire... what was it? Oh crap, it was the... They weren't technically weapons, they were devices, I believe. The big thing about devices that made them suck was the fact that you didn't actually get them out of ammo crates. You got them out of Raritanium, well, the chests, which made them, their uses actually kind of, you know, sucky to begin with. But you can't really actually easily, because the device vendors weren't all that frequent either. You really couldn't use them too often and replenish them too often. Not to mention the fact that they don't actually level up like your weapons do. You don't want to waste the experience. So, in the end, you never use it. Or I never use it. Except for maybe the Groovatron. Because, you know, seeing a dinosaur dance is just absolutely hilarious.
Yeah. Would you say the Groovatron is one of the best Ratchet and Clank weapons just for hilarity?
Oh, hell yeah.
One of the more hilarious weapons.
Yeah, especially when you actually get the penguin transmorpher, in which you can actually get penguins to dance.
Nice. Which one had the Sheepinator?
The second one. I still like my what was it? Quackaray.
Which one is that in?
Third. It eventually turns the ducks into ducks that actually shit out explosive bombs, which will turn out to be one of them turns into a demon duck and starts doing the hellfire dives at other enemies, while also having these other ducks that will also shit out bombs everywhere. Oh, I'm really sucking at this game compared to what I have for the Furiatsu's run.
Same here. That is if I did a Furiatsu's run of this game.
No, compared to that one, this one absolutely sucks, but I like the Quackaray. It's pretty much the only one in the entire series I actually use constantly. Actually, I still remember the time I actually got to... This is a graphical glitch. Big Al looks horrible. Oh shit, Big Al looks horrible.
What?
There's graphical glitches aplenty on Big Al. You can see the seams in his clothes. The seams in his body. And it's quite glaring. I think he has a devil tongue too. Oh yeah, he does. You gotta see this.
Well, that's what we have footage for, my friend.
I've never seen these graphical glitches. Granted, there are a shitload of graphical glitches compared to the original game. It's one of the reasons why I don't necessarily care for this collection, because I'm playing the HD collection.
Ah.
Actually, you really want to know what's the worst part about this collection?
What is?
By far, the there's a what was it called? A horrible glitch in the second game, in which it's actually a game-breaking glitch,